What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're already part of this wonderful family, thank you guys so much for continuing to watch and to support. I actually went shopping at Ulta, so I have a bunch of goodies. So some of these are new products that just recently launched I should say, and some of these are actually new to me that I haven't tried yet. So I picked up a bunch of products and we're gonna try them on camera today. So before jumping into today's video, as always, make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell so you guys are notified every single time that I upload. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, and without further ado, let's jump into an Ulta haul. Let's go. So I'm very excited for a lot of these products because I have been actually waiting to try some of these, but I just haven't really gotten around to it. So I'm super excited about these. The first thing that we're gonna do is jump into our eyes. As always, I like to do my eyes first and then we jump into complexion products. So this is the Color Icon palette. This is a 5-pan palette, and this actually does remind me a little bit of the new ColourPop ones and also like the e.l.f. bite-sized shadow palettes. I did pick it up in the shades Sundays, so that's this specific palette. We're going to be jumping into our eyes, so let's zoom you guys in. I don't have a new eyeshadow primer. I am going to be taking my Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. On the top of my head, I don't really remember how I feel about this, but it was sitting in my collection and I figured why not. So the first shade I'm going to take is this one right here. This is an orangey shade. Now this does have 2 mattes and 3 shimmers. I'm going to take this one as like a transition shade into the crease, and then I'm going to also deepen it out with a little bit of that one as well. Ooh, okay, so the pigment on this is actually really nice. Do you guys see that? This is actually super pigmented. It does have a lot of fallout, like it does have a lot of kickback, but I mean, realistically, I know that sometimes that bothers some people, but me personally, I really don't mind it. If the palette is performing very, very well, I don't mind it, especially because these are so affordable. I don't have the receipt with me, so I can't remember on the top of my head how much this cost, but I do know it was super affordable. I'm gonna leave all of the information down in the description box so you guys can actually check them out as well. One thing I do also notice is whenever I wear anything that's like orange on the eyes, it really pops my eye color. These are my natural eyes. I do get asked that a lot, but these are my natural eyes. I do have green colored eyes. They do change color also depending on like what I'm wearing, how I'm feeling. It's so weird. Okay, so like I mentioned, I am going to be deepening it out a little bit using this like deeper red brick tone color, because these are actually coming out a lot more pigmented than I thought they would. But I'm going to blend this out into the outer corner just to deepen it out a little bit. I mean, do you guys see that? The pigment is so real on these, it's crazy. Like very, very little. You do have to be a little bit on the light-handed side with these. Okay, so really quickly, I did cut my crease off of camera so we can like save a little bit of time, because otherwise this video would be 1,000 years long. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a shader brush. I am going to spray it with some setting spray, and I am going to be picking up this shade right here because I feel like that would go best with my sweater a little bit, and I'm gonna take that all over the lid. Okay, so I don't know why this color's not picking up. Okay, so it's not really picking up with a brush, so let's pick up with my finger and see if that does anything. Okay, so it doesn't pick up with a brush, but I'm applying it with my finger and it's applying nicely. I mean, like, it looks really pretty. I don't know why it's not picking up with a brush, but it does look very pretty. It's a good thing I have short nails right now, so I don't know if you guys can see that. It just seems like it's packed so tightly in there that it's not picking it up, but the shade is just so pretty. I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette, which is this one right here. I'm going to dip in here and kind of place that right in the inner corner. Let's see how it applies underneath the brow bone. The mattes are performing a lot better than the shimmers for sure. Okay, so that is what the eye look looks like. Now, my thoughts on the palette, it was working really, really nicely at the beginning. The mattes are very, very pigmented. When I started to get to the shimmers, it was a little bit rocky, went back and forth on my opinions on it, but I mean, it was only like $3.99 or something like that, so the mattes were super, super pretty. You just kind of have to work with it a little bit. So it didn't pick up with my brush. I did have to use my fingers to apply the shimmer shade on the lid. Only thing I'm worried about is the day that I don't have short nails and I want to use this palette, this is probably not going to work. Okay, so moving on to lashes. Now, I did pick up a couple of different things with lashes. This is actually something that I have been using for a while and I've been really, really into. These are the Ardell Naked in 421. These are so beautiful for every day. They're literally so lightweight. The band is so comfortable. You can wear these all day and you won't even feel them on your lashes. I really have been liking these a lot. Now, the other thing that I did pick up, which is the ones that I'm going to be using today, I haven't tried these before, but these are the Ardell Foam Ink Wispies. Now, these are the Demi Wispies. It doesn't have like a style number, it just says Demi Wispies. I used to be super obsessed with Ardell and Kiss lashes when I first started doing makeup, but more recently I've just bought off of brands like on Instagram or like things like that, just some more supporting small businesses. But these looked really pretty and I have really been liking the Ardell Naked ones, so I thought let's go ahead and try these Demi Wispies. So the lashes are actually very, very pretty, don't get me wrong. The only thing is that I did cut the band a little short, so I applied a little bit of mascara. I did use the 5D Revolution mascara just to kind of blend it in a little bit better. It's lifting a little bit just because you guys, I cut them way too short. Okay, so for primer, I did pick up this one by Milani. Now, this is one of their newer ones, I believe. This one is called Bright Side, and it does say it's an illuminating primer. It also says that it is infused with vitamin C and pro-vitamin B5. So this is what the primer looks like. This is the consistency of the primer. It's not like totally runny or watery. It seems like it's very nice. On the back of it, it does say that it has a radiant finish, a creamy lotion texture, and it is enhanced with vitamin C and pro-vitamin as well. It also says that it's smooth skin, extends makeup wear, and is suitable for all skin tones. So it feels really nice. I do feel like it has like, it doesn't look yellow, but it does look like it brightened up the face, like a little bit of luminosity to it, which is nice. It's nothing crazy. It feels like, you know, a kind of a glow from within. It doesn't feel like it's too overwhelming or too overpowering, so I am liking it. So we also picked up this one. This one is new as well. It caught my attention. This is from Catrice Cosmetics. This is the True Skin Hydrating Foundation. Now, this does say it has hyaluronic acid in it and it's a long wearing foundation. I did pick it up in the shade Neutral Sand. So on the back, it also does say that it is a hydrating foundation with hyaluronic acid, like I mentioned, and watermelon seed oil. So it says that it leaves a perfectly even skin tone, natural matte finish. It also has medium to high coverage with a comfortable skin feeling. Okay, so the packaging does come with a pump, which we all love. I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up a little bit. So, ooh, this actually might work. So I don't really know how much we're gonna need. So let's start off with about that much. It does say that it is medium to high coverage, so I guess we'll find out. Now with my e.l.f. Camo sponge, I'm gonna start blending this out. Okay, this is actually a really good match. Let's pull the hair back. This actually ended up being a really good match. My hair has been a little crazy. I actually have an appointment this weekend to get it done. It's so grown out, but you know, COVID and everything, I've just been really, really scared to do much. Wow, this actually ended up being a perfect foundation match to my skin tone. So this is for you guys to see up close. It literally looks like your skin. Now, it's not totally mattifying. It's not a completely like dewy illuminating foundation. It has a little luminosity, but I mean, that also has to do with the primer that I was using. It's more like a natural skin type of feel. I really do like it though. The coverage is amazing on this. And I'm just so curious how this would wear throughout the day, because it does say on the packaging it is a long wear foundation, so Wow, this is so nice. Concealer wise, I don't have anything that's completely new. This is just a re-up of one that I already previously have. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. The old shade that I had was a little bit too yellow for my under eye area. This one is in Light Sand, which I'm going to be using for my concealer today. I really do love this concealer. It has super nice coverage. I absolutely love it. It immediately brightens up the under eye area so nicely. It blends so nice with a lot of foundations, and I really do like this. Okay, so I did a little bit of cream contour. I did use my Hailey's Beauty. This is the Replay Foundation Stick in 4.25. It just provides such a smooth and seamless contour, cream contour, which I really like. Now, like I mentioned, I did get two of the Putty Blushes. Now, one is more of a reddish peach kind of tone, and the other one is super pink. I have always loved peach blushes, but lately I've really been into the pinks, and the powder blush that I will be using today is also pink, so we're going to be going in with this one. This one is in the shade Bora Bora. So this is the packaging of the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I'm sure you guys have seen these. Again, I have just never tried them myself. It is very similar packaging to their other putty products, which is really cute. Now this looks a little intimidating, but from what I have seen on social media, it does blend like a dream, so I'm excited to try this. I will be first trying it with my Real Techniques. This is a stippling brush. I'm gonna just kind of stipple a little bit onto the brush. This is what I've been using to apply my cream blushes, and I'm gonna just start applying that right on the cheekbones. Wow, these are actually really pigmented. It's not like an overpowering amount either. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Camo sponge and just start blending it out. So with the brush, it does come off very pigmented. Once you start kind of blending it in with your sponge, I don't want to say it diminishes, but it looks more natural looking for sure. Okay, so I went ahead and I set the rest of my face. I did go in with my Girlactic Luminous Powder, and this is in the shade Fair. But this isn't something that I picked up on this Ulta trip, but it is new to Ulta, so I figured I might as well feature it in today's video since we're doing a bunch of stuff from Ulta that is pretty relatively new. This is the Jaclyn Bronze and Blushing Duo. I do have it in Pink Me Up and Oh Honey. I have been using this every single day. I love the way it looks on the skin. It has the nicest and the most smooth, buttery formula that I have like seen in a bronzer and blush. I absolutely love it. So we're going to be using that today. This formula literally just looks so good in pictures. It looks so good on camera. It looks so good in person. I have been obsessed with this bronzer. Now I'm going to be taking some of the Pink Me Up blush and applying that right on top of the Putty Primer. Oh wow, that is, ooh. Wow, that looks so good. The skin literally looks so smooth. I'm obsessed with this. Okay, so another thing that she did release was the highlights. So I'm going to be taking this mini highlighter. This is in the shade Iced. Okay, so I actually went off camera and I actually switched my lashes just because the other ones, they kept lifting a little bit on the front. I cut the band too short. They were super pretty. However, I cut the band way too short for my eyes. I do have very long eyes, so I had to switch them out. They were just really bugging me, but we're gonna move on to the next product. Another thing that I got was actually one of these Maybelline Lifter Glosses. These are infused with hyaluronic acid. They're super hydrating on the lips. Like, I can't even explain to you guys how hydrating these feel. Sometimes when they're super like chapped, I just throw some of this on and they feel so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and first align the lips because it's obviously a gloss. I'm not gonna just apply a gloss today, but I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. This is from Beauty Vault, and this is in Cozy Kira, which is a little bit more of a nude with like a slight purple undertone in it. Okay, so like I mentioned, I have used the glosses before. I couldn't find the one that I previously had, so I picked up another one. This is in the shade Moon. Like I said, they are so pretty. They have a huge applicator, so it's super easy to apply. They are so glossy. I absolutely love those lip glosses. All right, you guys, that pretty much wraps up today's look, and this is what the final look looks like. A lot of these products, like I mentioned, were from my Ulta purchase. I loved a lot of these. The number one thing that stood out to me, well, actually, I can't even name one thing because I literally loved everything. The only thing that was kind of like iffy on the fence was the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes. The mattes were super pretty. They were so pigmented, but you did have to work with the shimmers a little bit. However, we still got a very nice look out of it, so I'm not too mad at it. The foundation, oh my god, I love the way that this looks on my skin. But these Putty Blushes, I've seen everybody talk about these, but I never realized how amazing these really were until I finally tried them today, and I'm telling you, they look so stunning on the face. Like super creamy, blended very smoothly. I'm gonna have to pick up way more shades because I've been all about cream products, and these are just so good. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel before leaving today. Leave me a comment and a thumbs up down below. I would greatly appreciate it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for staying till the very end of this video. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.